Alrighty, today is quantum consciousness. It's basically how do past lives carryover affect your well-being. So I want to give a little info on that. Okay, so basically what happens is this. We have all these lifetimes where we've had all these intense experiences. Okay, everyone. But what people don't understand, it's really all about the soul evolving. Okay, waking up, becoming one with the all that is, coming back to its natural source, state of being, which is God, Creator Consciousness. And we all agreed to come in, start having these experiences, and keep in mind that, we're not in that soul level, we're just little aspects of creation. So we don't have a lot of knowing, information, understanding. So we come in and we start having experiences, and those experiences cause us to have reactions, which also cause us to feel an angst, or we're feeling like unloved, or feeling hurt, all the emotional energy frequencies that humanity experiences. And what happens is that all that emotional energy, if you're not unraveling it as you're knowing it, what I mean by that is you're not unraveling it because you're not fully knowing it, then it stays stuck in your soul imprint and gets carried over, and then it compounds your experiences that you're having now. It just adds to it. Ultimately, you're collecting more and more evidence and proof, of your suffering. Okay, and a lot of the teachings that we have, we didn't have before. Okay, so how the past life affects your well-being is this. You have these experiences. Okay, you didn't clear them out, you didn't know them, you didn't unravel them. You're still holding on to the pain, whatever that is. So that, and again, that energy gets lodged in your soul imprint. You come in, you incarnate. All that energy is in your subconscious now. It's in your subconscious. It's in the chakras. Different chakras hold different issues, different vibrational frequencies, and that energy is now in you. So think about this. Your subconscious creates your reality 100%. Okay. Now I know people don't want to believe that, but it's absolutely true. You create from your subconscious. Your conscious mind might be saying, I want this, or I don't want this. That doesn't matter. What you're holding in the subconscious dictates your reality. It creates your reality. So if you've got carryover from a past life, and let's just say that you had some kind of illness, blood disease, something with the blood, okay? And you were suffering with that, and you ultimately died with that disease, dis-ease. Well, during your lifetime, you're going to be anchoring things in like, oh, it'll never go away. I'm always going to be in suffering. I feel like I'm being tortured. I'm being tormented, the never ending. So those conclusions that you made based on your reactions to your experience, and then creating beliefs around it, all of that gets anchored in. So then you incarnate, you're born into this body here, all that subconscious energy, all those beliefs. Okay, oh, you had some kind of blood issue, blood disease. Okay, so now in this lifetime, you're going to have something affecting your health. Okay, because you still have a belief in there in your subconscious that you're going to be in suffering with this kind of ailment forever. Okay, and then all the other beliefs along with that. So now here you've just basically carried over that whole box, that whole suitcase of all those beliefs, conclusions, pain, heartache, heartbreak, all the thoughts you were having, and now they're anchored in your subconscious. So now, because it's in your subconscious, remember, you create everything from your subconscious, even your well-being, okay, your health and well-being. So now you have all these beliefs, conclusions, you always be in suffering, always be in pain. So now you are literally creating these energy frequencies in your physical body of this lifetime. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be emotional. It could be mental. It could be spiritual. It could be physical. Okay, so all of it's affecting your well-being, but it's all carried over, not just from your last lifetime, it's a culmination of all your lifetimes. Okay, so sometimes we have big experiences where we let go of a lot of energy because we dropped in so deeply, that we were knowing that energy, those emotions, so profoundly that they released. Okay, but for most of us, we're going to maintain holding on to most of those energies simply because we never went through totally opening, surrendering, knowing the depth and the feelings of what it was feeling like to have those kinds of emotions. Okay, so all of it affects your well-being. All of it affects you in this lifetime. You came in with it. Nothing is new in this lifetime. I don't care what you're dealing with. Doesn't matter. You got emotional issues, self-worth issues, health issues, financial issues. It all began in the past. All that you're seeing now in your life is what's still, what are you still believing in your subconscious? Just look at your life. Okay, look at your life and you'll get a sense of what you carried over in past lives. Okay. Oh, dealing with diabetes. Oh, dealing with cancer. Oh, dealing with, emphysema, or all the different, many, 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 many health issues. Again, it didn't start here. It started from an emotion in your past, like most likely several lifetimes ago. Okay. But again, you didn't know it. You didn't go through it. So it's still lodged in your subconscious. Anything in your subconscious is going to manifest in your life. So again, you have beliefs around money, you have beliefs around, here's a good one. This is not funny, but it's kind of tragic, but my husband's got proof and evidence that no one can do what he does. Okay. He's got proof and evidence because of course in the subconscious, he's got that belief. So of course he's creating and drawing to him the perfect people that can't show up and can't do what he does. So now he's got this belief, that they can't do this or they can't do that. No one can do this. He has to do it himself. It's still a belief. Okay. But he's creating it from the subconscious. So I am teaching him. He's waking up slowly, but he is waking up. He's getting it. All right. I did something, kick my own self out. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay. So, if you have any questions on that, I mean, it's really basic, people. It's just so basic and easy to understand. Whatever your beliefs are, whatever you're holding, whatever you got carried over will be manifested and getting created again in this lifetime. And it'll keep on happening in all your future lifetimes until you unravel and clear what's in your subconscious. Okay? That's how it works. So, just a reminder that today in about 50 minutes, I got the group clearing, and the topic today is clearing the path to peaceful sleep. Okay, that's going to be big. I was talking about this yesterday, but I'll just bring some awareness to it here. It's like with everything that's happening in the world, people's insecurities, feeling unsafe, feeling unstable, feeling like they don't know what the future holds, it's hitting that life, death, survival. Okay, all that energy in your subconscious is getting activated. Okay, so what do we do? Clearing subconscious every day. No. Okay, no. Okay. So basically, coming back to so everyone's in turmoil, and this is why you're having intense experiences. You're lit up. Your first and second chakra, life, death, survival. All the emotions are all lit up. The whole world is going into chaos, going into survival. Not even those who have money, it's not just that. It's the threat of what's happening. Is the world safe? Is our natural disasters are going to wipe humanity out? Okay, and all these energies that are happening, it's just creating intensity. So for me, by going in and start clearing out your traumas that are getting activated by the chaos that's occurring in the world, what happens is your body calms down. Okay, it calms down, and then you can get some restful sleep. The body can start sleeping more comfortably. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. All righty, guys. Okay, so Byron's asking, will we get to peaceful times in our lives in this lifetime that we are experiencing right now? You, Byron, me, other people? No, it's not going to happen in our lifetime. Okay, the massive energies are really beginning. I think you all know. 2012 was kind of like that start point, basically, where everything started to unravel. Okay, it was building up, and then we hit 2012, and then it's like now the big unraveling is happening. Now, I think if you understand what's happening, is new paradigm, energy of new paradigm, lots of light, all that light shining, exposing darkness. When darkness gets exposed, it gets revealed, it's coming to the surface. When it comes to the surface, you see it in your own personal life, you see it in others, and you see it in the world. Okay, so we're still at the purging part of bringing darkness to awareness. This isn't going to be over anytime soon. We're talking, thousands of years of energies getting anchored into really dark energy. Okay, negativity, rigid, very strong, rigid belief systems that simply are not true and real, but our world has bought into them, and now they believe them. Okay, how long do you think? What's this? How long do you think we last? 10 years, 20 years? Well, it's all going to be individual. It's going to depend on where are you in your evolution? Where are you in your, your well-being, in your health? Where are you? And also the big one is what did you agree to before you came in? Okay. What did you agree to? How did you agree your life to end? Okay. So it's different for everyone. But basically, in our lifetime, everyone who's alive right now, we're going to be, going even darker. Like this coming year, 2026, it goes pretty black. I've been watching it for many years now. So it goes really black. What that means is it's going to get even more intense than what it is right now. Okay. So 2026 is going to be really intense. 2027, there'll be a slight lightening up, and then it goes really dark again. So we're going to be riding this energy for a bit because there is so much darkness here, people. There is so much negativity. There is so much, that blackness in people's hearts where they feel, judgmental and hating people and judging people, and that there's a separation that's happened, and it's going to get even more visible, that separation, the haves and the have-nots. You know what I mean? Some countries, they have the caste system, but here in America we don't. But it's going to seem like that's going to be happening, But it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you have massive amounts of money or not. Everyone's going to be affected. Everyone's going to, be affected by what's happening. Those that will be least affected, it's not about how much money you have. It's about how clear are you in your subconscious. How much inner work have you done? What have you cleaned up? What are you still holding on to? For me, it's just, my journey, my desire is to have a pure, open heart, unconditional love for everyone. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing. Unconditional love, because it's not about anybody else. It's about me. It's about my own peace. Okay. So, the clearer we are, the easier it's going to be to navigate this whole time period. And basically that's what's being asked of everyone is, face yourself, face within you. See, whatever you're witnessing out there, somewhere that energy, those beliefs, those feelings, those emotions live within. Okay. Guaranteed. If you're having any kind of reaction, I'm going to tell you straight up, any reactions you've got, any judgments you've got of anything outside of yourself are showing you about you. That's it. It's very simple, very basic. And we've been teaching this stuff for a long time. It's like people need to wake up, realize what's really going on. Okay. People are be going through scary stuff, it's intense times. Another thing too, like some people, like Byron, you're open, let me back up. When you have had a lot of severe trauma, okay, your energy opens up to feel things even further away, because what you're doing is you're trying to feel safe. And when you can feel things, energy, that if something bad's coming, something negative, you've got your feelers on way, way, way out there. So you're waiting and looking for, bad things to happen. The other shoe to drop. Someone's going to hurt you. Something bad's going to happen. You're going to be under attack. Okay. So you've opened yourself up to extend your energy frequencies way out there. But unfortunately, what also happens is now you're picking up all the other energies from all the different people, all these people in suffering, think about it. Think about the people in Ukraine. Think about the people, where these hurricanes are happening, where these massive natural disasters are happening. So if you're got your antennae out and you got your feelers out and you're hitting those places of all these people, survival, flood happened, you're feeling that, okay, which Byron, you are doing, sweetie, okay? You're feeling it. You're going to feel all these intense energies all the time. So, it's important that you start pulling your energy in, okay? Like, you don't need to feel the whole world. You don't need to feel, the traumas and the shocks and the crises that the world's experiencing. You don't need to do it, okay? So, again, it's about unraveling and healing what's in your subconscious. So later today, in about 40-something minutes, I'm going to be doing the clearing, okay? The clearing on, like clearing to get restful, peaceful sleep. Clearing the path to peaceful sleep, okay? So I will be working on all the traumas that you are reacting to, that are happening in the world, that are affecting your well-being. Okay, hang on a second. During energy clearings, do we get directly talk together, subconscious? Hang on, what? During energy, do we get directly talk to the subconscious? In a sense, I'm going right into the subconscious, and I'm actually changing your subconscious. So as I'm changing it, it's like a reprogramming into more of what's true and real. Okay. So that's, there's definitely things happening in the subconscious. It's definitely shifting and changing, guaranteed. Okay. So Byron's just asking, how can you pull his energy back in? Yeah. Okay. So this is for everyone, really. So a lot of people are like this. Empaths are doing that. Anyone who's had any kind of trauma, anyone who's ever been abused in any kind of abuse, emotional, physical, mental, sexual, any kind of abuse, you're going to have hypervigilance. If you've been in the military, you're going to be hypervigilant, okay? You're on guard, you're waiting, you're just like all your senses are up, hypervigilant, waiting, okay? So, and even people that are empaths, you're pulling energy in. So think about this. If you got your little antennae up, you got all your little feelers out, waiting, looking, sensing for something bad to happen. Okay. So now you're being bombarded with all these other people's emotions. Okay. But that doesn't serve you. It's not saving you. You don't need to feel everything. The only thing you need to be aware of is what's right here in your space. What's right here in your, the area of your life that's going to affect you. Okay. You don't need to know, you don't need to be feeling what the whole world's feeling. Okay. So you have to intentionally start pulling your feelers in. It's not my business. That's I used to use that for a little bit. Not my business. Okay. So start just using that, Byron, and anybody else. Okay. Nobody out there is my business. So far out there is not going to hurt me. I need to be more immediate. I need to pull my feelers in. So you can intentionally start pulling yourself in. Okay, let's just say that I want to, okay, so I got my feelers out, hypervigilant. Okay, now I want to know, let's just come closer. I only need my feelers like just a little bit outside my body, maybe 2 feet outside my body. That's all I need. So I'm going to pull myself back in, intentionally pulling myself back in to me. Not my business. I don't need to know what's happening out there. I just need to know what's happening right here in my life, right here. What's occurring right here in my life. Okay. So play with that, Byron, and others as well. Just keep pulling yourself in. You can, once you start pulling in, you will feel when you start to go out, because there's an agitation that starts to happen in your body because you're leaving the body. Okay. So you pull yourself back in, intentionally call your energy, call your soul aspects, soul pieces, okay, soul frequencies. Call yourself back, back. Come on, get back here, come on in. Anyone can do that, okay? Now, you might have to keep doing it a little bit, but keep doing it, and pretty soon you'll be staying where you belong, which is right here in your body. Got it? Okay, how do you know an energy is cleared? When you can't find the feeling or the thought or the reaction, it's gone. Then you know it's cleared. Simple. Okay, hang on. Okay, how have seen organizations recruiting intuitives? Is it with good intent? Oh, yeah. It's trippy because other peoples are starting to realize these psychics can be beneficial. They can give us some information. Now, not all of them are good. Not all of them are using for high purposes. But again, let me remind you, you guys, you got to get this unless you don't. The word has already been spoken. If in fact you made an agreement to hook up with one of these organizations that does negative stuff, you already agreed to it. It's going to happen. Okay. So you don't have to worry, you guys. You're going to do exactly what you agreed to do. Guaranteed. Okay. Don't have to worry about it. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. Your tip. That's not my business. One of Dark Beans wanted to talk to me. Yeah. You guys, here's another thing. You know how you always you look at somebody else and you go, oh, they need to be doing this, or they should do this. Or like, for example, one of my friends keeps talking about her, her sister. She needs to eat. She needs to stop eating sweet. She needs to get off sugar. She has to start exercising. Okay. You hear what I'm saying? She's talking about somebody else, and yet she doesn't exercise. She eats sweets. She still smokes. You know what I'm saying? So, she's seen out there, but she's not bringing it home. Okay. So it's easy to point the finger. My point being is, whatever you're judging in somebody else, you might as well just be going like this. Oh, that's about me. Okay. Okay. What? Did any organization ever try to recruit you? No. No one ever tried to recruit me. That's good. Yeah, I got that. How do we know we cleared the subconscious? We got that, right? Yeah. Again, so how do you know we cleared the subconscious completely? Okay, people, if you didn't hear it, whatever the issue is, you won't be able to find it. There won't be any emotion. You'll be looking for your normal reactions and normal thoughts, and you just can't find them because they're gone. Okay, that's when you know it's over. And then your life starts to change. It takes a little time. Think about this. We can change that subconscious like in an instant. Got it? It takes a little time for the dense energy of this dimension, of this Maya, to catch up. Okay, but it will catch up. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's a good one. Do we have the same subconscious in every life? In a sense, yes. So whatever you were holding on to in the past, you've brought it with you. All that you're doing in this lifetime is recreating scenarios, situations, events, circumstances to activate a wounding that's already there. Okay, so you got all this wounding carried over, past lives. This is it. You got all this debris, all this carryover, all this stuff. Okay. Oh, you were abandoned. Oh, you were betrayed. Oh, you were molested. Oh, you were, burned to death. Oh, you were persecuted. Whatever. It's still there. Unless you cleared it. If you cleared it, it's not there anymore. Okay. But you didn't clear it yet. Okay. So now you die. Oh, still with you. You bring it into your body here and it's still there. You just don't see it because it's in the subconscious, but it's still there, alive and well. Okay. So you'll recreate other scenarios, situations to activate. Oh, nobody loves me. Oh, not loved. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I don't belong here. Oh, I'm going to be killed. Oh, I'm going to be persecuted. So it starts coming up so you can clear it. It's all about clearing this debris. Okay. So, and you're carrying it with you. It's all the same crap. You're just recreating new evidence, new proof, collecting more. Oh yeah, I've just got abandoned. Oh yeah, the world's unsafe. Poor me. Okay. Victim consciousness. Recreated over and over. You guys, time to wake up. Okay, does the human brain and mind intelligence pass to the next life? Not necessarily. Okay, you guys, I have to tell you, this sucks. Okay, I was in Egypt, like over 8,000 years ago, high priestess stuff. Okay, I was doing initiations. I was an initiate. I went to the sarcophagus. Okay, did I bring it with me? No. Okay, so you guys, you have these experiences. What's going to get carried over is all the garbage. Okay, the shit stuff. Okay. Because light doesn't, light dissipates. You're not carrying anything over. Okay. Does remote viewing work? Are there genuine people who does the train? Yeah. Yes. Remote. Yes. It works. Yes. You can do that. You can leave the body. You can do remote viewing. It does work. And there are genuine people, okay, that do this, that do that kind of training. Okay, so, you were with me, Quantum Abigail. Cool. You guys, and it wasn't just the Egypt. I have many lifetimes of being a teacher, being a healer, whatever. This has been a main theme for me of consciousness and waking up and healing and enlightenment, blah, blah, blah. But when I came into this lifetime, it was gone. I forgot everything. Okay. Now, there are things that are innately in us. Like, for example, when I started doing shamanic work, I hadn't even heard of it in this lifetime. And I was with who became my business partner. She'd studied with different shamans. And then she started talking to me about shamanism. So, so basically we were in Hawaii and she goes, Bonnie, you need to do a retrieval. I'm like, what? She goes, don't worry about it. She already knew how I was. So I naturally knew how to do it, you guys. It was already in me. So there are things that are in us that we naturally, organically already know. We just bring it forth, But as far as, our high intelligence, or, we can still be highly intelligent, but, it's really about unraveling all the pain, the heartache, the heartbreak, the dark energies. So that's why we keep recreating scenarios to activate the wounding so we can know what it is, because we're now feeling it, so we can heal it. Okay, to feel it is to heal it. Yes, the memory, yes. So it was already in me. So the energy, who I was, it was already in me. And also, just for an example, being an initiate, we were seeking enlightenment. Initiates were looking for enlightenment. So even in this lifetime, I was seeking enlightenment, and I have had three experiences, separate experiences, where I was in states of enlightenment, totally one with all that is, totally aware, totally awake, free of all emotions, and I wasn't on drugs. It just happened. I was doesn't matter how it happened. But one time I was standing at the kitchen window and I had the Renaissance Center. I'm at the kitchen window. I looked out, and all of a sudden I was there in that state, and I was very aware of it, watching the energy. There's a deer out in the meadow and blah, blah, blah. So, it's just a state of being, state of a consciousness. It's absent all wounding, conclusions, beliefs, programming, victimization, doesn't exist. Okay. But yes, so carried over, it's in us. So we will be drawn to certain things because we've already been there, done that. Okay. It's kind of cool. Okay. That's a good question. I got to go. If we have a lot of wounding from past lives, which we do they all get activated in each life or only a few at a time? It just depends. So just imagine you have all these energies from all your past lives, well, maybe only this many will get activated in this lifetime, and then these will be activated next time. Or maybe some will go away, and then all of a sudden these other ones are there. You know what I mean? So they're still there no matter what. And here's the thing. When you really think about it, it all comes down to feeling like you're not loved, not lovable. No one can ever love you, that you're not enough. Okay. There's something wrong with you. You're born bad. Okay. Yeah. So you got all these basics, and those basics are always going to come in different playouts, different scenarios, but they all come back down to that core thing of you're not loved. Okay. You don't belong. You're not wanted. How do you know if there's, hang on, what was that? How do you know if there's someone in your energy field who should not be there? Discarnate or witch or wizard or X? Well, no, most of the time you can feel them. You can sense their presence, or you sense an energy. I mean, if you start paying attention to your own energy field, rather than being so far out there, Byron, pull yourself back in, then you'll have a better sense of, I can feel somebody's energy here. I mean, if someone comes in my space, I feel it. Okay, I see it, I feel it, I sense it. Okay, just like that. You can too, but you got to be in your body. Okay. All right, everyone, I need to go. We got a group clearing happening in about 25 minutes, or, the beginning of our group clearing. So I need to go meet up, get ready for that. All right. Hope to see you there.